Well guys, welcome back to the 0573 channel. This is new content. This is just something I thought I'd try out. Being out on the road with the family now and again, I have less time at home in front of the PC, in front of the PlayStation, etc. So I thought I'd give this the opportunity just to see if I can take a little bit of content a little bit further out. Now this is going to be a pilot stream just to see if there is any interest in you as the viewer, to see if this is the type of thing you want me to see. This is community support, so this is a community chat live stream. Mechanic CG, how you doing, dude? How you doing, man? Welcome to the car. As I said, yeah, this is the first pilot live stream, so I'm just going to see if there's any interest. This is a community spirit, and this is community support, guys. So if there's anything that you want to ask, any subject you want to talk about, it doesn't have to be anything specific. It can be game. Here's my brum brum, yeah. And I'm not going to pimp my car out anyway. Toyota hybrid, 2017, petrol car. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, it's a lovely, it's a beast of machines. Love it. Don't know what I do with that. It gets me from A to B, gets the family from A to B. So yeah, that's it. It's yeah. So thanks, Craig. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. See what happens. And yeah, so yeah, ask away. How's things doing, guys? It's, what are we today? We are, was it March the 9th or March the 10th? I can't remember now anyway. But yeah, it's a Tuesday, so second day of the week. Anyone got any news? JD Gaming, how are you doing? 7 Deadly Sins Gaming, good luck out there. How you doing? Official Moto, dropped a like, I appreciate that now. It is the 10th. Thanks, Craig. Yeah, I don't know my arse and my elbow lately. So it's the 10th anyway. So yeah, Doom Eternal comes out in 10 days. That's good to know. Yeah, because that's one of the ones I intend to. I'm glad Craig, you reminded me. I have to get that because that is on the schedule. Doom Eternal RE3 for sure. Have content. I do have content planned, but at the same time, if there is anything that you want me to stream anytime, like a good YouTube DJ, I am open to requests. So if you want to drop something down in the chat with game requests, my archive of games is big, so I've absolutely no problem if you want me to do a stream. I'm very good, JD Gaming. How are you, sir? Yeah, absolutely. Doom, a big Doom fan. In fact, you know, I could actually go back and I could do an episode. I could do a retro rewind on Doom 2015, but to be quite honest, it's such a big game and so many structured gameplay mechanics and moments that you can't do it in one stream. You have to do multiple streams, which I do anyway. So Glass Shadow, how you doing? Hello, son. Glass Shadow X. In case you're wondering, guys, why Glass Shadow X comes and says hello, Dad, this is a YouTube thing. This is a father and son situation. So that's why. Nothing creepy about it. I don't know though. Look, sometimes I wear them, sometimes I don't. But yeah. Mountain Dew 123. You should stream Area 51. Area 51. Oh yeah, I could actually. So I have to think now. Area 51. There's a retro arcade game called Area 51 as well, which is a cheesy on the rails shooter where you fight digital characters. But now you're talking about Area 51 is, yeah, I know what you mean. So I'm very retro sometimes, guys. Or fear. Cool. I made a Doom 1993 video the other day. I think yeah, I see that there, man. Yeah, I see that. Still having a chance to look at it though. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, sure. We were talking about that the other day in a Silent Hill stream, weren't we? Yeah. And you were saying, yeah, we were going about if it was, yeah, we know it's id Software and Doom 1993, and I was going, was it 91 that ID did it, or was it 93, or was it 91? Sorry, or was it 93? And it was 93. Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, you can play Sorry guys, I think I'm losing a little bit of connection sometimes. So yeah, you can play any of those stylistic games. You can play them fresh now as you could then, because it's not always about the graphics, the clarity, although that does help. But the gameplay is definitely sound even today. Pioneers in gaming, as they say. Now let me just go through the chat. Yeah, or Dead Space. Yeah, I didn't start streaming it. Actually, I forget how many times I've uninstalled Dead Space 1, 2 and 3 from my PC. Where I do start it, I get so far through it, and then I stop it again. It just loses my attention span. Not to disrespect the game, it's just one of those monumental games. It's one of those games that just seems to last forever, because there's so many different attributes to learn, but there's an awful lot going on there now. But yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Doom 2016 would probably take me four live streams today. Probably take me 8 because I'm crap. Yes, we only YouTube dad and son. Absolutely. Stream Silent 4, Heal the Room. Glass Shadow seems to read my mind. Yeah, damn. There goes that surprise. Like, no, I wouldn't tell you even if I did. Yeah, guys, Silent Hill 4, The Room came out in 2004, I think. And yeah, it takes, now the protagonist wasn't Harry Mason. I forget the name of the guy, or the character of the game. So basically, Silent Hill 4, you wake up mysteriously in the room. You've got about 8 bolt chains across the door. You can't escape. Your only way out of the room is teleporting through a via portal, dimensional portal, into a world area of Silent Hill, where you actually have full roam of certain areas. And then obviously the hub of the game is when you come back into the room, where you have an item box, and you can obviously save within the item box. The beauty of Silent Hill 4, The Room, is as much as it feels claustrophobic, you keep your eye out in the room during certain points of the game, and you'll see slight differences in, like, maybe something's moved, or maybe it's gone to daylight, maybe it's raining outside. Everything that you do within the Silent Hill universe then affects your environment while in still the room. And ultimately, not to give too much away, the whole point is basically to escape Silent Hill and escape from the room. Never to this day now, so I don't want any spoilers, because I will one day finish it, but I've never actually finished it. I've many times played it. I think I played it on the PS2, on the PC, but again, to this day, I've never actually finished it, and I will get around to it. As you know, as we speak. Anyway, Mark Adams, how you doing? Yes, we are talking about Silent Hill 4, The Room. Yeah, or Henry Townsend. Henry Townsend. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, see, it all comes back to me. The old. I'm very well, thanks, sir. Very well, thanks, Mark. How you doing, sir? Long time no see. Nice to see you back in. I know everyone gets busy during their YouTube lives, and we often lose track of certain members, and they always come back. And thanks for coming back, Mark. Anyway, and look, we're all busy. Some of my first moderators, my first ever ones, often I do see them in stream, but not as much as you used to, because we are all busy and we all do different things. Charlie sees all. How you doing, Charlie? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, I'm British. I'm from England. At the moment, I live in the Republic of Ireland, and have done so for the past 20 years. So that's now my home. Motocross 2020. What's that, bro? Like, thanks very much. Aaron Zio. Okay, nice. 1, 2, 3. What am I doing? Yeah, sunny California. Reconnecting. So guys, if my stream is dropping, it's probably because I'm on mobile data at the yeah, and you may find that does tend. Sorry, my swiping the screen. Yeah, I am on mobile, so yeah. At least it hasn't stopped the stream now. It does reconnect from time to time, but that's just the joys of being away from Wi-Fi. So Moto, it's me, Aaron. Changed my name. Jesus, Aaron. Yeah, Motocross 2020. It's you, Aaron. Now it all makes sense. I didn't even see your icon. Very good. Thanks for pointing that out, man. Anyway, 7 likes, guys. I do appreciate it. So, guys, we're 11 minutes into the stream. I think I'll probably do a disposal anyway. So, again, guys, if you've just joined the stream, thanks very much for coming through. If you'd like to hit like and show appreciation, look, this is a pilot stream, so I'm just going to see if it's a possible medium for future presentations. So this is a live pilot stream, community support. So again, not just mine but yours. So if you've got any technical issues, anything technical specky wise, guys, you might not be aware, the channel, my first bit of success on YouTube was the my PS4 tutorial, finely crafted tutorial videos that highlight certain aspects, mainly the family management system and security, and basically the PS4 has touchy parental controls, and when I say touchy, it's not easy to navigate. Sony themselves have more recently done a lot more videos on the tutorials, but they're not as in-depth as what a lot of creators have actually created. Now mine aren't by any means perfect, don't worry, I'm not blowing my own horn too much, but I enjoy doing them because they did put my channel where it is now. A lot of them bar the gaming community. So yeah, these are 24 well-crafted little videos. So yeah, I've got that sort of technical background about trying to find ways around the parental control. So if you have any questions on that, you can fire them in the description. Have a look at the playlists, lads, anyway, and tell me what you think anyway. So yeah, so anything technical, I've got a bit of PC background there as well. So again, anything virus based, things like that. Doing a full destructive on a PC for maintenance issues, that's all well and good. I've got history of Windows XP 7, 8 and 10. I did work in retail in PC maintenance for the best part of 11 years as well, so you learn a lot from that as well. So I've got that to fall back on as well, and as I have 38 years of playing video games, that goes right back. I'm going to give you a little bit of history now. My first ever computer console was the ZX Spectrum 48K, which my father bought home in the old ZX Spectrum polystyrene box. That he said, I said, Dad, what's that? I said, it's a drill, because my dad's a builder by trade, was a builder by trade, and retired now. So I said, what's that? It's a drill. It wasn't a drill. It was a brand spanking new, out of the box ZX Spectrum, and you want to see the reaction on my face. My eyes lit up like bloodstones. So yeah, so that starts. Those ZX Spectrum is what got me hooked. Gamer junkie alert. And from then on, I had the Commodore 64, Commodore 64. Then I had the Master System. I had the Sega Mega Drive, Sega Mega CDs, Sega 32X. Breaking away from Sega. Well, now I had the Saturn as well. Didn't have the Atari Jaguar. That's one console that I never had, was the Atari Jaguar. I even had an Amiga 500 PC, 512K. Or did I expand it to one megabyte? I can't remember now. Probably did. And then from then on went to the PlayStation, and then PlayStation right through N64. God, what else? Sega Dreamcast. PS2. Did have an original Xbox for a while, for about a year. And then, yeah, so, yeah, PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, and PC. So, covering all genres, basically. So, yeah, right little gamer. The tender age still of 47, and by no means least, I have no intention of slowing down. So, yeah, that is it. That's pretty. And my stream keeps reconnecting all the time. Damn. Or at least it's not 8 separate streams like it was during the Silent Hill stream that I had there the other night. You know. There you go. So guys, who do we still have in the chat, just so I know who I'm talking to? Please identify yourselves. Mountain Dew 1 2 3. OJ. Hi mate. OJ. Right guys, as I said, yeah, so anyone, any questions, queries, what else can we talk? We can talk, let's see. I could talk about Corona, but what's the point? It's still out there. It's still a pandemic proportions. What hasn't been said by me is certainly being covered by every media outlet on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and as well as governments as well. So it's a messy situation to be in. Guys, if you've just joined, welcome to the Xerophobic 73 channel. This is community support. This is me not giving out or even talking. Girl gamer Resi. I nearly got it wrong again. Yeah, Corona is here in the city where I live. Yeah, to be honest, Girl gamer, welcome to the stream. I live in Southern Ireland, which is a city in Western Western Ireland called Navan, Navan. The hospital that my wife works at has one confirmed case and one unconfirmed. So the one unconfirmed is in the standard ward. The one that's been cordoned off, the one confirmed case is now in an isolation ward. So yeah, I'm sure there are more cases every day on the news. It is pandemic proportions, and it's as scary as it is. Let's move. I'm sorry I've been gone. Just talking about you, actually. I was just saying, two of my original moderators, as busy as they are, haven't seen them in a while, and there you are. You must have heard me. Yeah, it's nice to see you back there. Nice to see you back there, buddy. You have been barely on my PS4. Well, look, I don't go on it that much anymore, man. You did, Howsy. You heard me. I'm like the Freddy you don't want. Yeah, it's good to see you, Mark. Absolutely, buddy. So yeah, so where were we? Yeah, so yeah, the Corona. It's out there. It's scary. Look, to be quite honest, if it was anything else, if it was airborne, if it was a panic, I'm doing very well. I just study at the moment. Mark Adams, I'm. How GG? How you doing? And Little Smooth is studying at the moment. Busy. It is scary stuff there, Resi. But remember, it's still only. It's not as it's not a pathogen. It's not toxin based. So it's not airborne. So it's not. It's not like a harmful insecticide, or it's not something that travels through the air. So let's be thankful that it's not that. because if it was airborne and could travel great distances, you and I know that a lot of us probably wouldn't be doing what we're doing now. Let's face it. Now, I'm not being a scaremonger, but you know, we can be forgiven as a human race for relying on airborne dioxides and oxygens to consume within the body for us to survive. But let's thank God that it's not a virile stage. It's not a cure. It's not incurable, but there are preventions. And at this stage now, we are, and it's going to be a long storm. Limor Studios, hey, the Xenophobic 73 channel. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for popping in. Thanks for popping in to my pilot community support stream. Mark Adams, it is scary, but I'm kind of sick of hearing it, to be honest. Absolutely, and that's why I just basically, you know, it's one of those things. I'm not going to. I only just will touch base on it. So you're not going to listen to have to me harp on about it anyway. But yeah, it is what it is. Limor Studios. Hey everyone. Now guys, again, now I've got a few reviews in the chat. It's a community support, so if there is anyone that hasn't lit up anyone, or we are gaming channels, there will be other people in, I'm sure, but we are all gaming channels, and we are all big fondness of our consoles and our 16 button configuration controllers. So if there's anyone that hasn't has maybe curiosity about other on the stream, do like each other up. Do again, I'm not going to condone sub for sub. I'm not going to be a runny egg. But if you do, by chance, come across anyone that you want to show support to, you know what you have to do. You go in and you watch that organic content. You go and leave the old message, you know, the old message relating to the video. You hit a like, you hit the notifications, and you hit that big red follow or subscribe. You absolutely do that. Do it the guidelines way, and then your numbers will stick. Now that's my runny egg bit over. It's only one runny egg. I'm not going to emulate him. Same here, Mark. But still, every day I at work. Every day there's a radio that we have that comes through the tannoy in the store, and every hour on the hour, you're hearing about Corona, COVID-19. I don't know why it's called Corona, to be honest. Because the sales of Corona, which is a fantastic little lager, has gone down. That's one thing. That's one thing I can't understand. Corona is brewed in the, and Corona, as far as we're concerned, pre this contagion, was Corona beer, and they are, I don't know whether they're facing bankruptcy because of their name. It's Corona. It's spelt the same way. But what we're facing is COVID-19. So what can you do? John Scott Cameron, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, buddy. How you doing? Corona is a bunch of viruses mixed together. Yes, it is. Yeah. As I said there, it's let's just be thankful that it's not airborne. It's not an intoxicating. It's not an induced toxin-based viral infection. So in other words, it's not absorbed through the skin as such, which is, you know, we can't absorb it through the skin. And it can't be exuded through all orifices. Yes, come on, what's Nightbot going on around here? I'm not getting it. No. I think you're with everyone on that there, Rezzy. No one wants to get it. Yeah. Thanks for the 9 likes, guys. I appreciate it. Let's move. Just the last live by, guys. Never knew what could happen. Oh, you only have one live. Oh, what is my chat doing? I'm trying to read it and it keeps disappearing. It probably won't. Yeah, it probably won't kill you, though it only has 2.8% chance. Why is my chat going out of the way? Let me read that again. Just one life. You live at best, guys, and never know what could happen. It probably won't kill you. It only has a 2.8% chance of, yeah, anyone over the age of 60. 2.8 chance of anyone of the 3% who are over 60. So yeah, pretty much anyone over that age that is more vulnerable to infections would be of the elderly. And I would say if you wanted to compare those stats against maybe when it's winter, it's in Cork. Yeah, it's in Cork. It is. Yeah. Nasty business. But, yeah. So, guys, it's depressing. So, if you want to change the subject and talk gaming, I'm absolutely up for that. Yeah. Bad subject. As I said, guys, we listen to it every day on the radio. It's everywhere, absolutely everywhere. There's no St. Patrick's Day parade. Absolutely no, and that's one thing that they would be mad to let run. Yeah, Limor Studios laughing at me, laughing. Yes, I am. So I am in the car. I'm in my super wagon. I'm in my Batmobile. It's silver, not black. Should have gone with the black version. Should have gone with the black model. Never mind. It's my Bat tank. Yeah. So why am I in a car? I'm taking full advantage of the fact that I have to bring my son to football, so he's getting his good hour kickabout and his training, and I have a little bit of time on my hands, and I'm looking to do new ideas. So if I could do a bit of channel content when I'm out and about, because I'm less hours at home now. 40-hour week is what I have, and when I'm not at home, when I am at home, I've got sort of other things to do as well, maintaining the running of the house and things like that. So if I'm out and about, I'll take that as a bit of YT time. I had football today, but it got injured in basketball today. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, I know. Price of being times that it trips you up. It's like when you go to a gym. It's like when you go to the gymnasium, or you do a lift, or you twist your head when you're lifting, or you twist your back when you're lifting. It's easily done. But hey, it's the price we pay for keeping fit and keeping the whole body active. Sometimes it just hits you in the head a little bit. So what else is up on the horizon, guys? Let's look forward now to a bit of gaming, a bit of new gaming, a bit of a new gaming experiences up on the channel. I'm sure go to the 4th. There's no signs of delay. In fact, we are aware now from sources at Capcom that there is going to be a demo that could hit the PlayStation Store and all other outlets. Could be, I wouldn't say there'd be demos of physical, but there will be a PlayStation Store demo available. Take this with a pinch of salt. We've been told that now it could be looking around March the 20th as a possible release date for this demo. Now, whether it will be like the one-shot demo that we had in less than a month before Resi 2's release. So if you remember, we had 30 minutes in which to complete as many puzzles or gun run it through with the limited ammo to get as far into the RPD police department, Raccoon City's police department. So that's what you could do. You could play it for half an hour. I love that. I did play that to death, and again we did get that. I think it was 2 to 3 weeks before the January 25th 2019 I think was the official release date of Resi 2. So whether we're going to get that limited availability, whether we're going to get that limited accessibility on the demo, or whether it's just basically going to give us 20 minutes countdown or half an hour countdown, something like that. Now, for those of you who weren't about when the original RE2 was released back in 1998. There was, what game was it that came with? Yes, the original Devil May Cry 1 on the PS2, or was it had a demo for? No, tell a lie. No, the original Devil May Cry on the PS2 had a demo for Code Veronica. That's what it was. Now I'm thinking of the demo that Capcom did release of the original RE2 back in 1988. There was a physical disc that Capcom did release, but unless you worked for or knew someone who worked in game or electronics boutique, which was a company that turned into game prior to. So EB, look it up on Wikipedia. Electronic. You knew someone who worked in a news agents and got the original PlayStation magazine. I think Capcom might have released that through there as well. So if you knew someone who's prepared to rob you a copy of it with that magazine, you might have got it that way, as I did. Lucky me. So there you go. Sorry if I'm getting reconnections on the stream the whole time, guys. It's just because I'm running through mobile data at the moment, so the Wi-Fi signal drops a little bit every now and again. So thanks for coming through, guys, this evening. I'm still continuing. I'm just recapping. So we have 9 likes, guys. I appreciate it, and we have plenty of support come through for my first ever pilot episode live stream of community support. Now again, this can be anything you want. It can be gaming related, it can be technical related. You want to talk about common things going on in the world today, that's absolutely fine. I'll sit here and chat to myself. I've absolutely no problem and do that, because I talk shit a lot of the time anyway. It's just forgiving that my wife is 1 hour away from me listening to me, so I will share that with you through the community. Thank you. So yeah, so as I say, well, yeah, so we've got Doom coming up, we've got Doom Eternal coming up, we've got RE3. I was just told earlier on the stream, someone said 20th of March is Doom Eternal, so again, yep, that's part of my schedule. I have RE3 as well. Everyone of it who is anyone will be streaming this or broadcasting this or enjoying it. And what else do we have up on the horizon there as well? We've got Neo 2 at some stage. I'm not 100% sure on the street date of that. Limor Studios. Oh, I'm still here. If you're still here, absolutely. I got under 16 match on Saturday and under 15s match on Sunday. Good. So I got a busy weekend there, man. You got a busy weekend. So yeah, we've got Neo 2 that's on the horizon as well. What else do we have to look forward to? Look, I mean, Sony's catalogue franchise since it was released back in 1991, and that is the Streets of Rage franchise, will get its 4th outing, which is released through Limor Studios. Let's move. No, of course you are. You're in here saying that, you know, so you are here. You are the second, you are, as well as me, you are the second member still in the stream. Thanks. So yeah, as I said, yeah, so Streets of Rage 4 will get its 4th franchise gaming title through Limor Studios. Date for that, now that was put back. I know that originally the developers had a window of around April to June. I think it's been put back to August. So Streets of Rage, guys, will be August this year, 2020. If no one understands or knows what the Streets of Rage 4 is, it's a coin-op style beat 'em up. It's a multiple player beat 'em up. The original game was released by Sega in 1991. Oh, it's going to be awesome. In which you had a choice of, you had 4 members. Was it 4 or was it 3 members? The original lineup was 3 characters. You had Blaze, you had Axel, and you had Sonia. I think it was Sonia. She had a beautiful red dress and she had lovely kicks. So the original lineup was 3, and you played, I think you could play. You could play two players at one player. I think it was originally a one player. Streets of Rage 2 then switched to a... No, tell a lie. I'm getting such a long time ago. No, it was a two player. I think Streets of Rage original was a two player as well. Streets of Rage 2 was released a year later. Bigger graphics, better sound, and an extra member in the form of Skate, which is a little skateboarding dude who's younger. Limor Studios showed some love, as well as Lit Smooth. Fair play to Limor Studios. Yeah, guys, look, if you want to communicate and invite each other to each other's channels, usual community guidelines, do it the right way. I won't condone sub to sub. If you want to sub to sub, that's absolutely fine, but just to make you aware that your numbers won't stick. So go in, make your organic comment, leave a like, leave a little comment about the video, watch the shortest video you can find, and make sure it's absolutely fine. But whatever video you pick the shortest one, leave your organic comment. That in turn, that other member will get back to you. They'll leave a comment, and that will ensure that those two algorithm commands, those two little commands, meet together and isolate that connection. That connection will then make sure that sub doesn't disappear, regardless of whether you sub or unsubscribe. That those two links will then cement that link together, and that algorithm will then pick it up, and then it won't sort of trash it out then. Because let's face it, guys, YouTube's algorithms, they're not physical people going in check connections. These are bots. These are basically just programming commands that go in, and if they see a lot of connections with not that typewritten communication, there's no link there. So there's no link, regardless of whether that person's actually subscribed or unsubscribed, that connection will be lost. The algorithm just tosses it aside into a trash bin. So make sure that you connect together, guys, and you do it via the YouTube community guidelines. Rant over again. I'm not running egg, but anyways, yeah, hook each other up. Why not? Let's do it. Yeah, so yeah, going back to Streets of Rage 4. Yeah, so that's another classic title that we are getting. We're getting Streets of Rage 4. Brilliant. I'm really going to enjoy that now. It builds on a graphics engine, so even though it's not 8-bit and 16-bit pixelized graphics, it's got a very, very retro art style, and it does look superb. In actual fact, it's got a sort of Streets of Rage. It's actually got a Street Fighter sort of anime look to it now. It reminds me very much of the new artwork that was provided through the Chun-Li and places like that. So you've got everything is sort of big, masculine, looks really anime. It looks awesome. It's certainly one that's gonna be worth a look. I'm not too bothered about its price. I mean, to be quite honest, it's not going to be a AAA title. It's a reimagining, if you like. But look, if it's $60 or €60, I'd pay that. It's not as if I haven't paid $30-40 for a brand new cartridge, 16-bit cartridge back in the day. So if it's a cash cow for Limor Studios, I've absolutely no problem. But as long as the content is faithful and as long as the game is good, I've absolutely no problem investing that amount of money. It can be for the new systems. People will invest in them as long as they can see the love. They can see that it's a consistent piece of software. It doesn't just last you a few hours. And it's warranted, you know what I mean? Limor Studios and followed you, bro. Good stuff. Thanks, Limor Studios, showing Lit Smooth some love there. Perfect, great. That's what it's all about. And I guess that's what I wanted a little bit. People coming in that might not have, you might not have seen it. Support is one of those things. Brings us all together. No, I don't think it's going to be $60. I don't think so, mate. The last time I spent $60 or €60 on a game and regretted it was No Man's Sky, and we all know that story. So I'm not going to go any further on that. Although to say that they have added to it. It's never going to be. Yeah, see, Limor, you know what I'm on about. good laugh and a good summoning up. You can go onto Wikipedia and you can go and Google No Man's Sky, type in hiatus, type in problems. It's well documented. But if you want to watch, the icing on the cake is go in and watch Angry Joe's rapid review. I say rapid review. It's about 30 minutes, but it's 30 minutes of your life that will not be wasted. It's absolutely hilarious. The main tagline is bullshit. Brilliant. The game was all hype. I didn't fall for it though. Well, good for you, Limor. Look at this mug. You know, absolutely fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. And this is why it pays, guys, to listen to reviews. No one likes spoilers, but this is what game development embargoes are about. It's the period of time that when the developers release a product, there's that small area that either you're not allowed to promote, you're not allowed critics can't critic and put it out. So that window has been shortened. So, and the window of embargo has actually shortened over the time, so that you can't get people going in and basically telling you any information about the game on its pre-release, because then not only you're destroying that sort of of the chance of the consumer to actually, of the chance of the developer to actually make some money. So if everyone has that even keel, that even stretch of time to purchase it, then make your assumptions. But still, you know, I think that's only fair. If you're going to have press come in pre-launch and slate it and give out false premises about the game, then obviously that affects sales of the game. You know, if it's wrong, I mean, if it's right, if it actually does damn the game because it is not up to scratch, that's why you have beta testers that can come in and say, look, is this the right time to release and ship it? Because gone are the days now where developers release and patch later. You're actually going to see a lot less of that now. So they're actually, what the standard, as far as I'm aware now, is that people won't actually be able to buy the game until it's, you know, it's made fully incorrect, and all the patch updates and all the relevant updates will actually be in place. So you'll have less updates and less bug fixes, but the game will be 100%. And that harkens back to pre CD-ROM games. So when you had a situation where you had cartridges, everything then was locked onto the ROM board. Everything was then transferred from the PCs to the ROM board games in the packaging, done, dusted. You can't update anymore because there wasn't network patches and updates available then. What you bought and what you paid for was exactly what you got. So if the game turned out to be total crap, tough luck. Look at your reviews, look at your Zap 64 magazines, look at your Nintendo magazines, look at your Sony games, look at all that sort of stuff there as well. And that is your opportunity to make or break a game based on, you know, how the community perceives it. So yeah, what we were talking about earlier on was, yeah, Streets of Rage 4, great game. It's going to be around very, very shortly. What else do we have to look forward to? Well, the main thing now, harking back to the Corona discussion we had earlier on in the stream, the one thing that I have seen, and it's again that has been widely tabloidized, is that the outbreak of the Corona and where it stemmed from may delay future game production and further game delays in the manufacturing of not only the PS5 but of the next Xbox game console as well. That is always going to be a possibility, and that indeed may be the case. So rather that window of the fall of November, December of this year for the PS5, I think we may be looking at possibly the new year, going into the new year 2021 and beyond. I could be wrong, so take any of the information in this video with a pinch of salt, because I don't have any inside information. I'm just going on what news is currently available. So yeah, be a shame, because I will be getting my hands on the PS5 as soon as I possibly can. I will be a day one adopter. They're cancelling tournaments because of the virus. Yeah, I've no doubt. Tournaments, everything. Yeah, it's a real shame. That's a knock-on effect. A lot of it is hysteria, but better the devil you do than the devil you don't. You know, so no one wants to ignore good advice when it's available. So yeah, so as a going back to that, guys, going back to the content that I will produce, the PS5 will be a must for me and the channel and the community. I will be a day one adopter, and I will be fully supporting that from day one. I fully intend to extend my Sony tutorials. I will still create ones for the PS4. Yeah, exactly, Limor Studios. Yeah, better be safe than sorry. Absolutely. Yeah, you have to be. So yeah, I will be extending the tutorials from day one. I'm going to exploit the sheer shite out of it and give you as many tutorials as anyone will muster. That's my channel's speciality in the past, so I will follow those tenfold. I may even do a number. I think I would probably get myself a big brand new titanium fully loaded laser beam encoded scalpel. I may even do an unboxing. I might even don the surgical gown to do it. Nah, but I'm really excited for the PS5. My biggest thing I'm really looking forward to. I know, I don't either. Did I actually? No, tell a lie. See, look, bang. This is the guy that, remember, this is the guy that bought No Man's Sky on day one. I bought the Sega Dreamcast. I bought on day one. October the 9th, 1999. I stood outside Virgin Megastores in Crawley Town in the UK and waited for those guys to undo the RAM boards, undo the doors, let me in, and I bought the Dreamcast console, 2 controllers, keyboard, and yeah, I think that's what I bought. Yeah, did I buy the gun? Yeah, I think I did buy the light gun as well for it, because I think it was House of the Dead 2 a launch title. I do recall going back and getting the House of the Dead 2 and the gun. I don't know whether I had that on the day, but yeah, in hindsight, yeah, that was the only console I think I got day one. No, tell a lie. you're gonna laugh at this now. I bought the Sega 32X mushroom add-on on day one there as well. There you go. What a sucker. What a big, so you know, big sucker. Now that, as much as that didn't fell flat on its fucking head, and we all know why. In fact, if you don't know why, the Sega's 32 mushroom add-on didn't work. You can look on Wikipedia, but for the argument's sake, for the time on this video, the reason, I know, what a dickhead, right? What it basically did, it gave you better CPU architecture, added 2 Hitachi SH2 processors, an extra 2, so the Mega Drive had 2, this added 4, so this gave you 4 times the power, or double the capacity of power of CPU and clocking on the Mega Drive. This gave you a better sound chip, and this gave you a larger palette of colors. On-screen colors on the Mega Drive was limited to 64 on-screen colors from a palette of 250, something like that. I think this gave you something like a few, I can't even remember. I think it was a couple of hundred on screen from a palette of a few 100,000, something like this anyway. But you know, it fell flat in its face. Sega didn't have enough launch titles. Doom had a big stone block round it to to half the FS to keep the frame rate up. They put a big, huge border around the screen. Not that it didn't have a border in its first place. The difference between the clock speeds from PAL to NTSC alone would difference between 50 hertz and 60 hertz created a squashed up resolution where you lost about 25% of the screen anyway. So yeah, that looked awful. There wasn't enough software available, and little did we know that the 32X was manufactured by Sega of America, while Sega of Japan was working on the 32X console, which later became the Sega Saturn. So yeah, so I've made a few console faux pas in my time. Let's say I've made a few spending mistakes in my time. It has to be said now. So, but there you go. I guess we can be forgiven for that sometimes. At least I've got a good light on me now. I've got the spotlights from the stadium shining right in my face. Nice. Don't know if that even helps. It gives me a bit of a band, does it? There you go. Now it looks like I'm wearing a beanie hat now. There you go. I'll take a beanie hat any day. So yeah. So that's. Let's see if there's anyone else in the chat at the moment now. If I've missed anyone, guys, sorry about that. I'm wrong sometimes. Apologies. So yeah, that was the crap with that. Just curious, can you tell me your 3 favorite Dreamcast games? I'll be happy to tell you my most favorite Dreamcast games. Now, bearing in mind that at the time this was an exclusive release from Capcom, Limor probably knows what it is as I speak. This was Code Veronica. Now, this was Code Veronica before it got the X treatment on the PS2. So I loved, but it isn't now an exclusive Dreamcast game because it's been done on every single system. But at the time when it was released back in here you go. I still remember the day. April 31st was the European release of 30th of August 1999 was the official release of Code Veronica on the Dreamcast. One week later, they released the Resident Evil 2 version. Would you believe? Don't know why they didn't do it the other way. It would have chronologically would have worked out better. But hey ho, I loved Code Veronica. Don't know how many times I played it through, but yeah. So that would be number 1. My second favorite Dreamcast game, funny enough, would have been Chuchu Rocket. Which was a free game. It was a Sega. One thing they did get right was the networkability of the Dreamcast. This was the first online game that ran from the Dream Arena's operating system, which was the online server. So Chuchu Rocket was a simple game. It's very much like Pix the Cat. So guys, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's almost like a chessboard. You're running around, you're collecting bits, and it's a bit like a more advanced version of Pac-Man, if you like. Very, very simplistic, but the closest reference point would be Pix the Cat. Pix the Cat is $10 on the network, and it's great fun. I've done a couple of streams on it anyway. But yeah, Chuchu Rocket, basic online premise. Access the 56k modem that was built into all the European Dreamcast. So it used an RJ11 standard phone line cable to access the 56k dial-up modem, but it was never released onto the market. So it would use the 10/800 MPS version of Networker later on, but it never was incorporated as an off-the-shelf product. But I know that some people, some big technical people with a great deal more prowess than I have at engineering, actually did develop a network version of that adapter which you could use for the Dreamcast. So yeah, number 2 was Chuchu Rocket. My third would have to be it's a toss up between Crazy Taxi or Power Stone, and I think probably Power Stone would win. Just never slight being the fact that it was a beat 'em up, it was 3D, it was isometric, it's something that we hadn't really seen that one. Yeah, Chuchu Rocket. So have a look on YouTube after the stream if you want, or go now if you want. Have a look at Chuchu Rocket. It's very, very basic. Chuchu Rocket Dreamcast. It was actually given away free, and the reason that Sega did that was that because they were obviously seeing, they wanted, I think in hindsight, wouldn't have thought of this then, but they were giving the game away free, really just to get as many people to test the latency and the integrity of the Dream Arena. Dream Arena version 1.0 was released. I think it could have been available at launch. This was the browser CD that gave you the software through the Windows NT. So basically, the Dreamcast was Windows NT compatible. It didn't play Windows games, which I think a lot of people actually thought. It was the networkable side of the console required Windows NT to run the network side of the Crytek system. So without the Dream Arena key, you couldn't go online with your console. So the Dream Arena key was given away free. That was the server information for your Dreamcast console to go live, and Chuchu Rocket was a free game, and it worked quite well as well. I remember having a couple of online players. Sometimes, more often than not, you got kicked off. That was just because it was 56k modem. It was a very, very loose space system. Let's just check the chat again, guys. Right, guys. Thanks very much for joining the pilot stream. It's my hour is up now, so my hour of opportunity has now been and gone. I want to thank you all for coming in this evening on this pilot test. I actually enjoyed just chilling and chatting. I actually enjoy that now, so I hope you do continue to support the channel and watch a few more, because I think I will add this to the roster of expanding content. So guys, thanks very much for coming through. Thanks to the 9 likes. Thanks to Limor Studios, Mike Adams, Lit Smooth, to name but a few, coming in and making it a very pleasurable stream. Thanks very much, guys. I will see you on the next stream. Should be happening hopefully tonight. If not, it'll be over the next day or two, guys. All right, thanks very much for watching first community live stream pilot episode. You have been watching the Xeophobic 73 channel, and I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon, guys. Okay, thanks very much now. See ya. Bye bye.